first on the agenda is public comment. If you'd like to come up and speak, we have two different public comments tonight. We have the general one if you want to come up now, and then there will be another public comment during the public hearing later. So feel free, though, to come up right now if anybody has something to say. You can just step up to the podium with your name and address.
No, I want to honor the people that need to be honored, right? We're not going to mess with that. My name is Mark Intockley. I'm a precinct delegate in Precinct 3 of Bloom Township. I noticed on the board packet there was information on water and sewer funds. During the second quarter of the financial year, the township generated $5.2 million in surplus on $13 million in revenue. That's a 39% surplus margin. The expenses included depreciation. I'm asking that the township board reduce water and sewer fees related to the variable usage of water and sewer. Secondly is on the pension trust fund. The pension trust benefit fund has dropped. We all see what's happening in the markets. It's down about 28 million since January 1. We have to consider January 1 because that's how the actuarially determined contributions are calculated. 28 million's a lot. The last major drop was 12 million. It resulted in a $600,000 additional contribution to the pension fund on an annual basis. So we need to watch out for that. And what steps is the township going to take to remedy that, especially with changes to interest rates? Going from 4 to 7% means that people can afford 28% less home on the same mortgage payment. So as property values drop, taxes drop. You guys have that in the budget presentation. It's there every year for the last several years. Lastly, with respect to the additional funds for COVID, the $4 million, I think it would be beneficial if the township use those funds to pay for already approved projects that are on this year's budget. This will allow the township to remove capital into the reserve fund for future projects, because if we see another drop to the property values, that means less revenues coming in, and that'll also put pressure on the assessor's office for properties sold in recent years. And lastly, Prudential showed a 4.8 million gain. Our pension trust is split up into two sections. One funds managed by Prudential, the other managed by the township and ANCO. The ANCO funds since the beginning of the year lost 32.8 million, while the Prudential funds gained about 4.8. Thank you.
And then could we actually, I don't know if somehow it got moved to face out there, but when you're, that way we can actually have eye-to-eye contact. Thank you.
Thank you.
My name is Mei Wang Jia. Can you hear me clearly? Thank you. We are the homeowners of
wait,
3984.
We do have somebody who comes a lot and talks. We would love to actually hear what you have to say. It's usually towards the board. I know we have one person that likes to talk to the group, but it's,
Sure.
We'd like to hear what you have to say.
Again, my name is Mei Wang Jia, and my husband Philip Jia. We are both here today, and we are the homeowners of 3984 Columbia Drive. We received this copy of the notice of hearing of a necessity that is scheduled today, and we wanted to put our objections in writing, and I have also sent email. Just want to let you know that we wanted to share our objections, and we are putting our objections and the Public Act 188 of 1954 in writing by email to each of you and the township attorney, and also have a signed copy here. I will send to you. And we are not especially benefited from this proposed SAD, and the estimated assessment to our property is unjust and inequitable. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Is there anyone else that would like to come up and speak? Come on up.
talk about the road now, or do you want the other?
You can
comments?
do it twice if you want, but there will be a public hearing for the road. We aren't actually talking back and forth. This is public comment, but then we'll discuss the roads on that agenda.
Can I talk about the same issue?
You have 3 minutes to even
Yep.
talk about the weather. You can do whatever you want.
First of all, good evening to the Board of Trustees, and thank you all for your service. My name is Mark Heipner. I am the property owner at 3800 Kirkway.
Can you pull the mic towards you?
The microphones are for the cable.
What's that?
Big
My name
microphones
is
for the
Mark
cable.
Heipner. I am the homeowner at 3800 Kirkway Road. I'm going to be very brief. I know you have a lot on your plate this evening. I sent a letter by email to Dirk, the township attorney, on July 26, a 2-page letter with a map. And I sent all the Board of Trustees a letter last week on October 19th, and I included that letter that I sent to Dirk. My objections are noted in those 2 letters. I don't need to articulate it further, but hopefully we can come to some accommodation. I'll leave it at that and let anyone else talk.
Thank you. Thank you. Does anyone else have anything to add? Okay, we'll close the public comment.